4 Olympic and 6 world champions amongst the 12 scullers in this, the final of the men's double sculls. This could be just about anybody's race.
Attention.
And as you were saying, David, what an open race this is. I think one of the toughest events, certainly before the Olympic regatta. And, you know, who would have thought that Rob Waddell and Nate Cohen, after their fantastic 2 wins early on in the World Cup season, will be out here in lane 6. That's amazing, but this is an open race and anyone could take it.
Well, first advantage goes to Slovenia, 2 from the bottom of your picture. That's Istok Chop and Luka Špik. They are the world champions. Last year they secured their 3rd title, but I have to say, Martin, they haven't really caught fire this season.
No, you know, that blistering pace which they've had generally in the first 500 or certainly the last quarter has eluded them, because I think the other crews put them under so much pressure in the middle of the race. And, you know, the 2 of them go out quickly because that's how they know how to race, that's how they love. But really, they don't get enough lead on the rest of the field, and the Australians coming through now, well, again, they've shown the form that's been so impressive throughout this Olympic regatta.
And no doubt they've heard about the triumph of Drew Ginn and Duncan Free, and that surely will have given them an extra lift.
Yeah, will have given them an extra lift, and I think the biggest lift comes from how they've been in this regatta. I mean, 3rd place in 2 World Cups, but they've looked commander here, and here they really look very smooth, very fluid, which has been the hallmark of all the Australian crews at this regatta. And, you know, to be in the front at this stage, 500 metres in an event of this quality, is a great, great result.
So Australia, then Slovenia going through, and Great Britain on the far side, but we're looking at the 2 Australians now who are trying to take command of this race, and their confidence has been building, as we said, unbeaten all the way through this Olympic regatta, and you just sense there's huge belief in that boat. But as I say that, Matthew Wells and Steve Robotham on the far side beginning to put themselves into this race.
Yeah, Wells and Robotham were out of it in the semi-final. They were kicking themselves. They just qualified in 3rd place, and they said that wasn't good enough, and we know we've got to be more in it off the sort of 2nd quarter of the first 500, in the 2nd 500 metres too, and so that's why they're pushing. But, you know, disappointing for New Zealand at this stage, because I had expected to see Waddell and Cohen really challenging in the 2nd 500, certainly to mount a challenge to gold in the 3rd 500, and so far off the pace.
What a turnaround from their World Cup performances, but look at this from Australia. Again, this is quite extraordinary. Only in the 2nd quarter, and they've got, well, they have got clear water.
Yeah, and this is fantastic. These are 2 very experienced rowers. They're both in the quad that came 7th in Athens, but Scott Brennan, the stroke man from Tasmania, fiercely proud of being a Tasmanian, and David Crawshay from Melbourne. They've teamed up here and produced a fantastic testament to the preparation of the Australian team, which is real credit to their technical director, Noel Donaldson, and tremendous job. And really, that 2nd 500, I think, has been one of the most impressive 2nd 500s we've seen from anyone in this Olympic regatta so far.
Yeah, but the others are all pretty well in a line, and that can spell danger, because when they start to raise it and race together, there's every chance they're going to start to peg back the Australians.
Yeah, traditionally you do see the men's doubles in a line, and that's why the Australians, I could see Crawshay there, he just looked from one side to the other, just thought, wow, you know, that's a great place to be, sitting out in front. Have they gone too hard? I mean, I think the smoothness is still there for them, but we'll see in this 3rd 500 whether the rest of the field will come back.
And the British over on the far side, well, they're the Estonians beginning to get into this a little bit. They're just about sharing 3rd place. Tonu Andreksen and Yuri Janssen. Well, Yuri Janssen now a real inspiration for Estonian rowing. He's 42 years of age, and, well, I can remember him all the way back to, what was it, 1990 in Lake Barrington, when he got a single sculls world title for what was then the Soviet Union he was racing for.
Yeah, big performer on the big occasions, and Andreksen never been out of the medals as well in the last few years, so they're going to be a real danger. And, you know, sprint power as well. Great result for at the moment for Britain in that 3rd 500 to be in that challenging position. Tremendous disappointment for the French not to be there. I thought they were coming back on form, but still the Australians peerless. Nobody's really challenged them in the 3rd 500. I wouldn't be surprised if they had the fastest sprint again in this 3rd quarter.
Mark Earnshaw, just about the youngest coach on the British squad. responsible for the two British scullers over on the far side there, and I think he must be getting pretty excited now, because looks as if here they are in silver medal position, Estonia in bronze medal position, and the big disappointment for me, as you said right early on, in New Zealand, Waddell and Cohen are way off the pace here, and I can't really see them getting back into this.
No, it's going to be a big ask. I mean, how much are they behind the Australians? 2 lengths, but again, look at Janssen there. He's had a look around there. He's seen the British. They've kept that sort of 3 or 4 foot margin the whole race down, but it's Janssen and then Drexen. Massive man, 100 kilos. What power he's got in this last 350 metres.
Yeah, and he just loves this, and he also, remember, has this traditional fast finish. Every race Yuri Janssen's been in, he just saves that little bit for the final push.
Yeah, I think the Australians just shortening up now. They put their rate to 40, which is fair enough, but they have got that cushion. I mean, cushion is what it's all about. They've got the smoothness. I think the other crews are going to come back to them, but I can't see them catching them at this stage.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, but who's going to win the duel for silver and bronze? The Estonians, by far the quickest boat in the third quarter, 1:39.42, and they still look the quickest boat out there, and they are literally now bow ball to bow ball with Great Britain on the far side. Australia now inside the last 10 strokes and coming towards the finish now. Australia holding on, they are closing, but Australia are going to surely get their second gold medal on this finals day, with Estonia now just creeping ever closer to Great Britain. They're trying to hold on Great Britain. Here comes the line now. Australia gold, and Estonia just in the last 2 strokes take the silver away from Great Britain. New Zealand in 4th place, finishing ahead of France and Slovenia. Well, Martin, a perfect regatta for these two boys, unbeaten. David Crochet and Scott Brennan, Olympic champions for Australia. Australia's second gold on this first day of finals. Well, here we see it again, Great Britain and Estonia, and just now this is where Estonia, they just eke ahead there to earn that silver medal. Well, really impressive by the Australians. When they got out front, they didn't panic, they didn't get nervous, they just did the job. And that's the difference there between Estonia and Great Britain. Well, there's every chance that these two guys are going to go on till London 2012. Yuri Janssen will be there, of course.
Oh yeah, 46 years old, no problem at all. I don't know what the British Rowbotham and Wells might do. They're going to be very pleased with that. Steve Rowbotham's first Olympics, 1 bronze medal. After winning the World Cup, perhaps they harboured thoughts of gold, but it's not been the best season for them with injury.